Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and go live. Sal is supposed to he'll be here at some point. We gotta get this back on track. Everybody's been clamoring for Sal to return. We gotta get this show back to its roots. I don't know what's been going on. I don't know why it's been so chaotic. Why they can't seem so hard to. Man, it's amazing. It's actually astounding that anything ever gets done with anybody, because it's like, man, if something I have learned over the years doing all this. I don't know. It's like it's so fucking difficult to get like more people than yourself to adhere to a schedule right on time. It's like a motherfucking high school group project.
What were you saying?
No, it's just like you ever think about, like, we have trouble just getting this show to line up. Keeping to a routine schedule, actually doing. You know what I mean? Isn't that? It's not.
I will say our departure from our Sunday time really was the catalyst of our downfall.
We haven't had a downfall. I mean, we can just keep doing the show.
Yeah,
Sundays
worked, man. And then
Sundays still work. I'm down. We could keep doing Sundays.
Every Sunday when I hit you up, you're busy.
I'm not busy. Probably what happens is because
I'm fisting tall boys or something.
No, I don't know. I guess it's my fault. I guess like on Sundays we should.
100% is not your fault because you still do it. You still manage to get the episodes out. So
I do episodes. I do my Saturday thing with Dave, and then
we'll get back in sync.
I do a smattering of things here and there to make sure that the super chats are coming in. But it's like I was just saying that, like, considering how difficult it is to maintain like a pretty low effort, lo-fi, zero production, no overhead thing like this, I just can't. I don't even understand how anything ever gets done anywhere else.
Yeah,
when they talk about like how movies are made, I'm just like, that doesn't even. I can't even.
Bro, when I think about what a director is and like what he has to do, and like, I'm like, so wait, who does he go to? Like when he's like, that's the person. Like they get everything fucking. I'm like, no way, dude.
I don't know what anybody does in movie. I don't know what I don't understand movies.
Yeah, it just seems like you think
what is movies? Like, I don't understand. Like, dude, like when you look at the credits and it's just like 1,000 people worked on it. That doesn't even make it. I don't even understand.
I guess that is how the director does it with all those people.
I feel like the director's name is just put on it, and unless it's like somebody
the studio, really.
Yeah, unless it's somebody who's like really visionary, who is like a.
You think AI will start making movies?
Probably.
But the studio will just roll out AI directors.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna fight it for as long as we can, and eventually we'll just have to relent and just.
What's gonna happen?
AI is making movies now.
It's not that the quality of the AI content is going to get better. It's that we're going to lower our standards to where you can just sit there and watch an AI movie with AI actors and you're like, all right.
Yeah. I stand by my opinion that there's enough stuff that we just like, I've said this before. There's enough stuff.
Yeah. You don't have to make any more movies.
Yeah. We could just stop for a while and just catch up on everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even seen Mission Impossible, so
have you seen? I guess there's 8 of them.
I've never seen them. No,
you never seen any of them? They're pretty fun, man.
I know I need to. I love Tom Cruise so much.
Tom Cruise is amazing. Yeah,
he really is one of my favorites. So I know I need to check him out.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you would like him. Part 1 is directed by Brian De Palma, who directed Carrie and Scarface and Snake Eyes.
Damn.
Part 2 is directed by John Woo. You know, he directed Face Off.
Damn.
Part 3 is directed by J.J. Abrams, who, you know, he's done some stuff. And then,
Did he make The Life of Pi?
No, that's Ang Lee.
Okay.
Who also made Hulk and Brokeback Mountain.
Pretty gay.
Pretty gay. The Hulk is pretty gay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's
one of those is a good movie. The other is fucking gay.
Yeah.
And Brokeback Mountain was the good movie.
Yeah, one of those is a movie about a man who must contend with the monster inside of himself. The other is the Hulk. Yep. Life of Pi was cool. I like that movie.
He's one of my favorites. I mean,
Richard Parker.
Richard Parker, please.
Richard Parker.
Hey, listen to me, buddy. I'm fucking Tiger, okay? I am the fucking Tiger now. I need $400 Google Play Store gift card. You understand, or I fucking bite you?
Do not redeem. We cannot get off this boat if you redeem.
Yeah, actually, the boat is IRS boat. Your taxes are need to be paid.
This is your final notice for tolls. For unpaid tolls, we will be repossessing your Toyota.
Oh shit! The boat's sinking. Man, check your vehicle's extended warranty. I knew that was the problem.
Dude. Yeah, dude, that's basically the Life of Pi. Oh,
that's
shit,
like every
dude.
M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, that is pretty much all the M. Night movies.
Dude, he tries to put himself in movies and like, you're an Indian man, like you're gonna stand out. And he's like, no, I'll blend in. It's like, oh, there's M. Night Shyamalan.
Well, it's not just that he's Indian. He distinctly looks like M. Night Shyamalan. Like he has a dude. Yeah. He has like this fucking like mussed up hair.
Yeah,
like and he looks like M. Night. He be putting his daughter in movies now.
That's is she hot?
Yeah, she kind of cute. She's in that new one, Trap.
Okay.
Yeah. Miss Night Shyamalan.
Miss Night Shyamalan.
Miss Night Shyamalan.
Didn't he direct Lady in the Water?
Yeah, with Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
What else did he? M. Night's made some fun movies.
Listen to me. There's a lady in the water of my hotel room. You gotta believe me.
Yeah, dude.
She's out there. She's taking a bath or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Signs. Some Indian women do be looking kind of cute. I watched this Indian porn star the other day who was pissing on herself. She was kind of good looking.
Yeah, I love when women piss and shit.
Yeah, I like it when women piss and shit.
The thing is, I'm really specific with that kind of content. I don't. Once it comes out, don't touch it. Don't make a mess. Don't do nothing with it. Like that's really all I want to see is just. You
I'm not trying to see a woman shit, but maybe PP sometimes. That can look. Especially
I don't even necessarily want to see that, but it's like, all right, I'll watch like the beginning. Like I'll just watch you take a dump, but then after that, there's like so much more to the video. I'm like, I'm not trying
to watch anybody take a dump, but if they
hot ass fucking chick.
Yeah, no, it's I'm not trying to watch anybody take a shit, man.
Bro, who's the hottest woman to you in the planet?
The hottest woman to me on the planet, the girl watching this right now.
If I told you I had a video of her squatting in the woods taking a shit like Sasquatch, you wouldn't watch it?
No, dude, I'm not trying to see a woman take a shit, man. It's not my thing. But
yeah, I leave for the flush.
Yeah, if I see a video where they call it squirting and it's just women pissing on each other, but it's at least under the artifice of squirting, I can get into that where I'm like, no, they're not pissing all over each other. That's like something else. You know, something else.
I am a dirty dog, by the way.
That is like really like what a dog would enjoy.
Dude, it's not high on my list.
Woman taking a shit.
It's not high on my list, but you know, every now and then I'll be like, huh.
You see a woman take a shit and you're like, are you gonna eat that?
No, I hate that, bro. Anytime they allude to like they're gonna eat it or something, I'm like, next.
Yeah, dude, I'm not trying to miss me with that, dude.
It's a fine line, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I guess like I will say like any fluids, squirt, semen, anything like that, once it's out of them, it's done. You know, it's lost its efficacy. So like those videos where it's like I'll watch a woman get her face cummed on. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But those videos where it's like a guy busting inside of a cocktail glass and then the woman drinks it.
No,
I ain't trying to miss. Yeah, no.
Dude, see, that's gross to me.
Putting it in another container and then she drinks the cum. No, it's got to be straight.
Dude, once it leaves the fucking cock, there's no 5-second rule with cum, dude. It needs to go directly.
She's got to slurp it up straight from the tap, dude. She's got to She got to be wheezing the juice.
The half-life on jizz is like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's real quick, dude.
Literally, the amount of time it takes
when it comes to jizz
to fall is like it better be falling where it needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like any kind of like eating anything, bro. Like, I mean, it's funny because I'll eat ass, but like
disgusting.
I'm not trying to like actually munch on something.
You be eating girls' doo-doo ass, watching them take a shit and then eating their asses.
No, bro.
Oh damn, dude! You see this, Mark? I think this is our buddy Mark. I've seen
asses that I didn't want to eat. Like, not every ass is edible.
So you remember Mark? I think this is Mark in
Zimmerman.
I believe so.
From Denton?
I believe so.
I probably shouldn't fucking just say his
probably
whole name.
Shouldn't dox him. No, yeah. I was just trying to keep it to the first name, but I think that's him. Yeah. We miss you too, man.
Dude, I fucking love Mark.
Yeah, Mark is the man.
Mark was like so fucking chill. You know what I mean?
Very chill guy.
Oh, okay. He don't do that anymore? All right. Mark used to have the best fucking
He's on the straight and narrow. Sal, you're on the gay and wide.
I spent entirely too much money at Mark's apartment. I was a borderline junkie at that time.
Well, the way they be making weed now, dude, is it's drugs now.
Dude, I actually have not been smoking weed like regularly.
Nice, dude.
For the first time in my life. Like,
you doing whippets?
Yeah.
Still doing whippets?
No, bro. I just haven't. Like, the last weed pen I got like a couple months ago was gross, so I barely smoked it. And then I was like, I would take it with me, like, and I wouldn't smoke all day. And I'm like, that's weird. It's almost like I don't have to do that.
Right.
And then I would just have it in my pocket. So I just started leaving it at home, and I'm like, I think I quit smoking.
Sobriety is awesome.
I mean, I don't know. You ever see Doug Stanhope's bit where he's like, have you ever tried to fall asleep sober? Like,
yeah, well, that's
impossible.
Yeah, that's an alcoholic speaking. Yeah, like
yeah.
That's how it goes, man. But yeah,
and then the circus starts.
Yeah, once you're used to, that's a very funny joke.
I love Stanhope.
And I do understand because I used to be like that. Like when I was like heavy into drinking and drugs and all that, it was like difficult to go to sleep sober. Like I would need a little something. But now, now I pretty much mostly sleep. Like it's hard for me to even wake up.
Mark, you still got that fucking hot girlfriend? Sorry. I'm getting way off topic.
So you're still in what is Denton like now?
I don't live in Denton. I live in Plano.
Really?
I moved out of Denton when my kids were born, I brought them home to my house in Denton, and I was like, We gotta get the fuck out of here.
You live in Plano now with all the fucking Habibis?
Yeah, oh, it's nice, bro. Buddy, hey, buddy, fuck you, buddy.
What is Plano is like a lot of what? Like Iran, like Persians, Iranians?
I live in the shitty part of Plano, bro. I'm in like West Plano where it's like just white people, just poor white people.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
But you gotta fucking... So what, you gotta take the toll road to go places?
No, I work like 15 minutes from my house. I don't take the toll road to go nowhere.
Yeah, but if you want to go to Fort Worth or something, you gotta take the toll road.
Of course, bro. If you ever you've lived in Texas.
Yeah.
If you want to go to another city, you got to get on a toll. Yeah.
No. Because
maybe not from like Plano to Frisco. I could get
Plano
on, like,
to anywhere else is a toll, but Fort Worth to Dallas and Denton and all that.
No, I can get to Dallas without getting on the toll. Yeah, I can get. You just go down Preston or something.
I don't know. Who gives a shit? Plano.
I know people listening to this are like, are they really talking about fucking local traffic?
Yeah, dude, we're talking about.
See, you get on El Dorado, you can pretty much go anywhere from here to McKinney. Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about the motherfucking 635 I-75, the Mixmaster, the High Five.
Yo, okay, 635, the George W.
The George W. Bush Turnpike.
I hate that they charge you to drive on that shit, bro. It's so gay.
You're driving in Texas is such a fucking nightmare, dude.
It's incredibly gay.
By the way, I tell you, like when people talk about cost of living and shit, like when they point at like all these big cities and they're like, oh look at how expensive New York is or wherever. No, nobody ever mentions the fact that like if you live somewhere like the Dallas Fort Worth area, like a place like that. Like it's unfathomable the amount of fucking money you got to spend to like maintain your vehicle and keep it filled up with gas and just like the sheer amount of tolls.
Dude, if you miss on those, they'll stop you from getting your car registered. And
yeah, dude, it's like, it's like living in like the commuter parts of the country where you got to like drive everywhere. Nobody ever mentions that, yeah, it's like, I guess your rent is cheaper, but there's like this whole other cost of living associated with your fucking vehicle.
Yeah, and by the way, Mark brings up a good point. We do got to get him on here.
Yeah, man. We do be having to get him on here.
So, hey, what'd you do? How was your, I don't know, what have you been up to?
When's the last time we saw each other?
Your birthday, I think.
Yeah, man. I've been just fucking
gaining a little weight, I see. I'm kidding. It's because you shaved.
I shaved, yeah, so you can really see how fat
it would have the same effect on me if I shaved.
Yeah, I've been trying to lose it, man. I've been like walking more, and that's about it, dude. I had like 4 cinnamon rolls earlier today, so I'm not really doing.
Girl, turn those into hot dogs. You'll be in good shape.
Okay.
I ate all 6 of those hot dogs.
Oh, that picture you sent me, your
ketchup, mustard, fork and a knife, bro.
Yeah, I guess if I went keto, I don't want to fucking. I just need to, dude. You know what? The cool thing I found out is like if you go to one of these websites, like if you just Google like Ozempic prescription online and go to one of those websites for that, if you're just being fat as shit, will qualify you for Ozempic.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mark, is your number ending in 0986?
Oh my god, I could just post the link in the chat. If he wants to hop on, I'll post the link in the chat.
I don't even think that's his number.
Yeah, nobody else click it. This is for Mark.
Oh, dude, Mark's the man.
Yeah. But yeah, I went to a website called LifeMD to look at like how do I get one of these semaglutide GLP-1.
I feel bad because when I tell people I lose weight, they're always like, "You do Ozempic," and I'm like, "Fuck no, that shit's so gay." And like, there's always somebody that's like, "I did Ozempic," and I'm like,
"It looks." I gotta be honest with you, man. I was like really skeptical. I thought it was gay at first, and then now I'm starting to think. I think they finally discovered an actual miracle. Because it looks like it's working for so many people. And
yeah. If it stops this whole obesity thing, because I mean, it was a big deal. Like we were getting like really fat, like as a nation.
We were. I mean, I still got to figure it out.
Yeah, I'm saying if it just like cures that. I mean, if all of a sudden we're like China, like running around just like skinny motherfuckers.
Yeah, I mean, if they found the cure for obesity and the side effect is just that you just have to take Ozempic forever, that's so much better than just like being fat as shit and not taking Ozempic forever. You know what I mean? Where
that's
they
the
say,
same argument I make when I tell them I drink a ton of diet soda and they're like, "Oh, you know that's so bad for you," and I'm like, "So was being 400 pounds. So like, you got to go like this."
Right.
With my fucking titties.
you got to jiggle Sal's titties. But yeah, Sal, you'll probably qualify to get Ozempic through your insurance.
I don't need it though.
If you just being fat as shit is enough.
I'm not fat as shit anymore. I'm just regular fat.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean,
well, I'm trying to figure something out. It's just like, man,
I'm like 280 now.
I got my feet are all deformed, so everything fucking hurts to like do.
How bad? How deformed is deformed?
It's so bad, man. It's like I'm walking on the fucking sides of them now.
Can you not just cut them off?
I tried. It hurts.
Have you seen those metal metal feet that are like hooks so you can run really fast?
Yeah. The guy that killed his girlfriend had those.
Yo.
Oh, Mark is here. Yo, what's up?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. What's up, buddy?
Sweet. Oh, not much. Just, I was playing some Call of Duty, waiting on some other friends to get on, and hey, there you guys are.
Nice.
So
nice, dude. It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Hey, you're in Sacramento now?
Yeah. Moved to Arkansas about 2019, then moved to Sacramento from there.
Nice, dude. Yeah. What are you doing there?
Right now, nothing. But
sweet.
Yeah.
Is that a Mulan shirt?
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. Yes.
All right. But yeah, so cool. Yeah, I met Jessie. I don't know if that was a hot girl that you were referring to, but I met Jessie.
You met her there?
Yeah, I met her in Texas.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the one that I proposed to at Backyard.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. No disrespect.
No, that's fine. Well, yeah, we got married.
Nice. Hey, nice.
Yeah, moved to Arkansas. I moved to Arkansas from Denton. We got married, but that wasn't the only reason why I moved to Arkansas. I was kind of on the. No.
Okay.
No baby.
Sal, just let him talk.
All right, fine. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I was running.
From?
Well, I got busted.
No way. In Denton.
About 2017, 2018. No one knew about it, except for a select few, like very, very small number of people. A couple of them. But yeah, they knew. They were giving me rides to my bail bondsman every week, so I could check in. But yeah, I got busted with edibles. I got busted with slabs of wax and flour. I was looking at, 2 to 10 years.
Damn.
And I don't know. I didn't hit up a lawyer after I bailed out. I didn't hit up a lawyer or anything. I was just, whatever. They caught me. Wait for my court date. Whatever. I didn't know what to do.
And you left?
Well, it was there's a statute of limitations. Like if they don't call you to court for like 5 years, then you're free. You're good to go. Like it was like 4 or 5 years.
Nice. You're free. Changing your number or whatever.
So no, like it doesn't work like that. They'll find you. They will find you. But and I wasn't like changing my name. I wasn't staying hidden. I was getting my ID in Arkansas and everything. I wasn't staying hidden. So yeah, I got busted, bailed out, waited a couple years, still selling. still, putting on shows and everything, and really using those shows as a front for my selling, which was pretty brilliant, if you ask me.
I've always said you're a genius.
Well, that's probably just to get free weed. Anyways, so what I did was I just was like, I had about a year left of the statute of limitations. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just leave Texas, and whatever happens, happens. A year passed, nothing. I kept calling my bail bondsman once a week, and there's like, all right, check in next week. And eventually, the last time I called, they're like, all right, I guess this is it. Have a nice life. Whoa. And that was it. Now, I don't know what the fuck happened, because I should have gone to prison.
Right.
Like, a lot of people were making assumptions that I snitched on someone, but I was like, okay, who did I snitch on? Who went to jail because of me? No one. Like, I really just don't know what happened. Maybe it's because my last name started with a Z. It went alphabetical order. Maybe all the little waxes I had, they were in individual little containers, and they had to test each one, including each of the edibles, to build a case against me. Maybe that's just sat in a locker somewhere and just took too long. I don't know what happened.
Whoa.
But I'm not going to damn a blessing,
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, my drug dealer.
I have some theories. Like Gerard Hudspeth. He's now the mayor of Denton. When he was on the city council, I was actually friendly with him. He helped me out. I helped him out. I don't know if he had anything to do with it, but the mayor of Denton might have some kind of pull against the city of police, with the city of police. I mean, it could have been all the stuff. Like I donate a lot of stuff to nonprofits. Like a lot of my funds, I would just use it to put on shows that didn't really make any profit, but I'd still pay people. And I would put on nonprofits for like the Rotary Club and all these other different nonprofit groups, and didn't. Like maybe I just did enough good deeds. I really don't know.
Dude, what if you got busted on the record right now?
Yeah, I was wondering, could this might be incriminating.
I mean, it might be, but like I said,
somebody might show up at your door with
statute of limitations.
Somebody might knock on your door with a manila envelope and be like, "Sir, is the Mad Dabber here?" I don't know anybody by that name.
The Mad Dabber.
Who's asking?
Fuck yeah.
Whose chair's doing that?
That's Mark's. I think Mark is.
Mark, can you take one to the dome for us?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Thank you.
Which one? I got mango skunk, airheads, cakes on cakes, Moroccan peaches,
good Lord.
RS11, which is Rainbow Sherbet 11, Galactic Jack. Oh,
do the one in the
Melanata. There's several in the jar.
Okay.
Come on, Sal.
Huckleberry Z, Illuminati Orange Tree.
Yo, Illuminati.
Wet Dreams, what you're familiar with. Grape Burger.
Grape Burger, huh?
Grape Burger. Like
that burger? Georgia Pie. And
good Lord.
Melonade. And Capital Chills, since I live in the capital of California.
Right.
Capital
this is all perfectly legal now. This is a felonious amount where we're from, but dude, it's all Irie. Well, I reckon the Illuminati sounds interesting.
Intriguing.
Yeah, intriguing.
You see something interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do the Illuminati. Let's check this out.
What is this? Cannabis infused butter.
Yeah, 2,000 milligrams. It's enough for one stick, so I can use make a batch of cookies.
Do you ever put it on
two
toast?
cookies? Two cookies would be like 200 milligrams.
How does it taste on toast?
It tastes like butter with weed in it.
Yeah. That's been always
It
my
doesn't
problem
taste.
with edibles. They just taste like fucking weed.
It doesn't taste bad.
Yeah, I would probably melt it down and dip my shrimp in it.
Ooh.
If you want to get kinky. All right. But yeah, I'll usually have like 2 cookies before bed.
I'm so excited, bro. I feel like I'm
200 milligrams.
Yeah, it feels like I'm doing drugs.
Me too. Which just tells you how
bullshit. This is not drugs. This is from the earth, brother.
That just
it's from the earth, and then we put a bunch of chemicals through it to extract it, and now it's drugs.
Yeah, it's a tango we do with the earth by which we extract these waxes from the herb. You know,
we're like, Earth, you're not making dank weed fast enough, so
yeah. Thank you, Earth. We'll take it from here and make this danker. The weed.
Yeah, this is technically what got Adam and Eve kicked out of the Garden of Eden was dabs.
They attained the forbidden
He's like,
knowledge
I've given
of
you
dabs.
everything.
Of course, we gotta hose it down.
No, it's butane for the torch.
Oh, okay. I don't know what none of this shit is. This is a contraption, dude. Nice.
I love it, bro.
Yeah, and this is what Mother Gaia gives us is butane and wax dabs.
It's from the earth.
It's from the earth, dude.
It's pure. All right.
Yeah, there's a it's like, look, when you think about it, like everything's atoms. Everything's made of atoms. So there's no such thing as unnatural.
But we're all fucking stardust.
We're all stardust. We're all from the same space, So it's like all of this, it grows out the earth, then somebody, does some kind of science to it. But the science is also the earth.
Cheers, man. Hell yeah.
Oh, gosh.
A gooey dabber, bro.
Truly a mad dabber.
Hell yeah, dude. God. It's been too long, man. I need to go get some dabs.
Dude, no joke. This was the shit. When I was at Skankfest South, it was like 3 days straight of just doing mushrooms and acid. This was the shit that put me out of commission. Was that I hit a dab one night and I was like, man, I can't fucking handle this.
Really?
It completely, it just like put me on my ass. Like, yeah, I was fine with like, yeah, hey.
Hell yeah, bro.
This is also natural. This is a communion with the earth. You hit it with the torch, you cough. It's Mother Gaia. That's having a conversation. It's having a conversation with Mother Gaia.
I just don't miss coughing. Mother Gaia?
Mother Gaia.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Nice, dude. That was awesome, dude. I feel like I'm high now.
Yeah.
That was so cool,
a little sweaty.
Yeah, you're fighting for your goddamn life, dude.
Yeah, dude, that was like a workout.
Yeah, I can really feel it in my abs.
Mark, do another one.
It's good for the core.
No, dude, Sal, we don't need to do that again.
All right, which one?
All right, go ahead and do another.
This is awesome.
The Great Burger. Go ahead and hit the Great Burger.
The Great Burger?
Yeah.
I'm so entertained by this, bro.
We'll check in with Drew real quick. Drew, how many beers you had?
About 7 or 8.
Nice,
what's up,
dude.
buddy?
Hey, what's up, Dak?
Drew's eating a carrot.
It's like Looney Tunes, bro.
What's
Bring
up,
some
man?
health to this.
Yeah, a dab high is worth it, by the way. Whoever asked that.
It's way too intense for me, man.
It's a lot. It's better than like smoking a J or whatever.
Dude, it made me so scared. I was like clinging to the bed. I was like, dude, I don't want to be this high.
Well, if you're not a regular smoker, anyways, then yeah,
Dude,
dabs are gonna be a little much.
His first time ever smoking weed, I only had dabs, and I didn't want to pass up the opportunity to get him high. So I was like, "Listen, I'm gonna give you like the smallest amount I can." And I got him way too fucked up.
It's way too much, man.
Yeah.
He was way too high, and he never did it again. He never smoked again.
It's scary.
That's like
it's so scary.
That's like the equivalent of like catching your kid with a cigarette, so you make him smoke the whole pack.
That's like if your back itches, so I just shoot you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let me hit you with a rock salt.
Yeah, dude.
That's like if you're asking me for a massage and I fuck you in the ass.
Yeah, it's I mean, he was like, he got really afraid of our Christmas tree, and he had to like run outside.
Yeah. I guess it is, bringing a tree in the house, though, it is scary, especially if it's
Right.
a real tree. That's a fire hazard.
And it was all
bringing a tree in the house. Bringing a tree in the house, that's unnatural.
Yeah, like we're the crazy ones.
Think about it, because you had to. House is made of wood.
Lights on it. We put lights and painted glass on it.
Dude. I have a video somewhere of him.
Yeah, but what about when you dry it?
Fucking really high.
Yeah. Like, you think about it, house is made of wood. You bring a tree in there, and it's like you're surrounding the tree with the corpses of its relatives.
All right, Dalton.
Do you know what I mean? It's like it's like you're subjecting the tree to Abu Ghraib torture.
Abu Ghraib.
Abu Ghraib.
You never heard those kids complaining, huh? What about those kids at Abu Ghraib?
Look at
this. Thought about that?
Look at this tree. This is what we did to your family. We fucking cut them down and made this house.
Now, if anybody's wondering what this is a claim catcher. Reclaim drifts down, and you can collect it. Now, reclaim is activated.
Why am I hearing this like in Bill Nye's voice?
Meaning you can eat the reclaim itself, and it will get you high.
And I'm standing on a giant weed field.
So what I like to do is collect it, save it up, let it build up, and I'll make some edibles out of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill, you all right, Bill?
So, unlike with weed, with flower, you get that tar, and yeah, you shouldn't smoke that. It'll give you a respiratory infection.
Right. Don't be doing resin hits.
Oh.
Yeah. You do resin hits, like it's just not worth it. It's not worth the dignity you're losing.
Smoking the wood out of their pipes.
Yeah, this is perfectly fine, dudes. Torching a piece of glass and hitting it with the wax. This is science.
Well, it's much cleaner than burning through plant matter or burning through paper. Like, yeah, he's literally heating wax at a super high temperature.
You don't give people shit for using vanilla with their cookies.
Exactly.
Vanilla concentrate, and it's the same shit.
I was just thinking the same thing. This is basically like baking cookies, dude. Hitting it with the vanilla.
Hold it.
It's like cooking something.
Release.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
It tastes like grape.
It tastes like grape?
Yeah, not like burger,
dude.
Though.
It doesn't. Okay, so it's all grape. It's called grape burger, but it's heavy on the grape.
You remember John Brown's joke where he's like, "Y'all ever get so high that you go from one room to another and then you forget that you're in jail?"
Does it taste like grapes or grape flavoring?
Well, it tastes like purple.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
It tastes like purple.
Okay, that's cool.
Purple
You know, it
is
is
such a
like
taste.
Yeah.
Fuck
Purple's
grapes.
a good
Purple
flavor.
is good.
Yeah, you miss me with them grapes. Give me the purple.
What if it was the cotton candy grapes?
Those are good. That's a good grape.
Yeah.
I like those.
How about
That's
some
also
Georgia pie?
good. What is this?
Georgia
Georgia
pie.
pine?
Pie.
Oh, Georgia pie. So like a
Yeah.
I
Like
do love me
life
some
of
pie.
pie.
like the life of pie.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to see something?
Yes.
Oh God.
That is from Hot Wax.
Okay.
That's
you got
what it
that
looks
at
like.
a Beck, you got that at a Beck concert?
I was doing dabs and I dripped hot wax on my stomach.
Want to see something? That is from a stab. And
When did you get stabbed?
Those, the doctors had to do it to remove my appendix.
Oh, okay.
God, what a story!
Look at this. I got poison oak right
But
now.
hey, no one really knows that. So shit goes down. Like, you want some? I take off my shirt and they see the stab wounds.
That's right. I've been beaten before. Yeah. I got stabbed.
I've been stabbed before. I've been to the pen, almost.
Yeah, check this. I don't know if it's coming up.
Dalton, when were you outside?
I go outside, Sal.
Did you have to get the mail or something?
I go hiking. I got into some poison oak, dude.
Did your DoorDash leave it a little too far away from the door?
Don't get fresh with me.
He's trying to fill the gap left by Outdoor Boys.
Yeah, I go outside. I get into the poison.
LMFAO. I'm doing this
Party Rock is in
just for you guys
house tonight.
Yeah.
You know, there's
getting into trouble
ivy
for
and
something.
Poison oak.
I'm gonna do this later.
Compound W.
Yo, how many milligrams is that?
You got some warrants, dude?
This little hand, guys.
This is a good question, Mark.
How do you get those?
What's your?
I don't fucking know. Touching rat shit.
Yeah, frogs. Mark, what's your favorite flavor of Gatorade?
Blue.
Blue. That's a good answer. That's a good one.
I don't know the flavors because I'm not a cop.
What's the highest you've ever been?
Yeah, you answered correctly. It's colors, not flavors.
All right. The highest I've ever been. Actually, it was after I moved out of Denton. I was getting some black market weed because weed prices in fucking Arkansas, holy shit, like $45, $50 for a gram of wax.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're getting weed from black guys and selling it to white guys?
No, it was a white guy. But
in the black market?
It's Arkansas. Black guys aren't allowed there. But LMFAO, $10.
Wow.
$10. All these grams, $10. Well, the mids factory were $12, but that's still pretty good.
So what happened?
With what?
The story.
I think. Well, no, he was saying he.
Oh yeah,
he
okay, yeah. Highest I've ever been.
Highest I've ever been. Oh, the highest you've ever been. Yeah.
Is it right now?
Other than right, no, this is not the highest I've ever been. It was probably the other day I was higher than this. But I had I was eating all these. I went on a buddy's stream and ate a bunch of edibles. But yeah, it was like a couple years ago. I went to 2 hours away from home, about 2.5 hours away from home, to get some black market weed because the cost of gas and getting over there, it was a lot more worth it than driving 45 minutes to the closest dispensary. Mm-hmm. And yes, Arkansas has dispensaries. Arkansas is more free than Texas.
That's true.
And they got fucking Sarah Huckabee up in there. But so my buddy, I go over there. He's like, "Hey, I just got these 1,000 milligram chocolate bars from Oklahoma. Want to try out a couple squares? Sure. I'm sure I'll make it home before it peaks." Not even 30 minutes in the car ride back home, I start fucking feeling it. and I am giggling and like what the fuck am I gonna do? Should I pull over? Just let it, or just keep going? I live in BFE, middle of nowhere, so there's no one really else on the road. So I just kept going, and as soon as I got home, I was grateful. And I called him, but it was like, hey man, those are a little bit more fast acting than you said. So I started watching some YouTube videos. Almost pissed myself laughing, like literally. I had to run to the bathroom, and I fell asleep.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Nice.
It was a crazy trip too, because I saw these dude with these guys like this long fucking pole sticking out of the back of their truck, and it just barely misses the overpass. Like I wouldn't be surprised if there were some sparks. Like it just barely misses the overpass, and I'm like mind blown. Holy shit! I'm too high for this. Those motherfuckers must be shitting their pants right now in that truck. If they knew how close they were.
If they knew how high you were.
No,
they knew they were sharing the road with a fugitive.
No,
that's how you got caught.
It was past the statute of limitations. No. See, I know I'm doing all right because I got pulled over going 69 and a 55.
Nice.
And I didn't get arrested.
Was that when you were really high?
I was smoking a joint.
Jesus Christ.
So how does that work though? Like you're
69, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I want to know though, like, so you're looking at like prison time.
Yeah.
And you're on the lam, but you're still calling your bail bondsman.
Yeah.
So I guess that's like
she, don't be sexist.
Whoa, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, so she couldn't have done anything if she wanted to. She's like, can you please go to court?
Well, here's the thing. I was just bullshitted the bail bondsman. Like, I can't come in, but I can keep calling you. And I just kept calling until I didn't have to call anymore.
Okay. So I don't know how that works because I'm a good old boy. I'm a goody two shoes. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's basically you. So you're like a fugitive, but keeping it above board by calling the bail bondsman. Because I guess they're not under any obligation to inform.
I mean, I didn't have a court date, so I wasn't a fugitive. Like I left the state, but I didn't have a court date.
I guess just like due to the either the sheer mountain of work they had to get to before you, or some kind of incompetence, or some I don't know, some kind of blessing you don't know about. They just never got around to calling you about it, and so it's just like enough time passed.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And
he fought the law.
Had my name tag.
He won.
I got my ID. I really like. I'm bewildered because you can. I can give you the names later. They drove me. If I snitched on someone, I wouldn't have to check in with a bail bondsman, would I?
Right.
So I can give you the names. I can give you the names of who drove me, and you know one of them personally.
Right.
And
but
so
it's also
and he can vouch.
The people who are like tuning into this may not know about Denton, Texas, but like it's not like The Wire. It's not like
no. It's a college town.
Yeah, like so this idea of you having enough dirt, there's not like enough of a criminal element where they would offer you anything like that. Like there's nobody you would be able to snitch on that's so bad that they would then let you off for snitching. Because it's all just a bunch of guys smoking weed.
Like, there's the people that I got it from.
Right. But it's not
go higher up the pole.
Yeah, but it's not like there's an Avon Barksdale who's running the heroin ring, the fucking heroin operation in Denton.
I was doing it so professionally that I might as well have been doing that.
Right.
But you ever think about hiring goons?
Goons would be cool. It would be cool.
I thought about that. I thought about hiring some people, to sell for me as well. But I don't know if they got caught. You know, you
You'd
don't
have
know
to take
what
care
you're
of their
gonna do.
families.
It's like I guess I don't know.
If
It's
I
not
was
like
working for
Breaking
you and I
Bad.
went to jail and I didn't roll over on you, you'd have to go over
Oh
to
yeah,
my house
definitely.
and fuck my wife.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
I just feel like
No.
in that town, you know, it's because it's just everybody pretty much like dealing in weed and psychedelics, but there's no like violent crime
In Denton?
Yeah,
there absolutely
I
is
mean,
violent.
there is.
There absolutely is horrendously violent crimes in Denton.
is
bro.
there?
Yeah.
Dude,
And all the little
stabbings,
towns around
shootings.
Denton with all the fucking meth.
Dude, Denton has gotten bad in the last 10 years.
I guess maybe. I guess like
well,
I don't know.
They got Dry Husband as mayor now, and it's gotten a lot worse.
I just feel like if you even offered to snitch on somebody, they'd be like, okay, cool, now you're both going to jail.
No, when they were interrogating
Right.
the cops were interrogating me, they were like, okay, who can you snitch on to get out of this?
Oh, really?
They were saying it. Yeah, they're like, all right, the only way you can get out of this is if you help us get, whoever you get it from.
And were you willing
And I
to
was
do
like,
that?
well, I was like, I only know their first name. And it might not even be their real first name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
pigeon,
then he was
pickles.
like, well, we can go meet them right now. I'm like, you want me to go meet them right now looking like this? You
Like,
think that's going to work out?
That works.
They're not gonna,
Right.
That's not how it happens. Then we don't meet at a fucking Waffle House, It's not how it happens.
Huh.
And they're like, well, when you're willing to work with us, then we'll talk. Then I bailed out the next day. And yeah.
You just left town.
Well, I waited a few years. I waited a couple of years, like 3 years, 4 years.
You were just waiting to get punished.
You waited, you sold more weed, and then you left town.
Yeah, I was just a lot smarter about it.
I gotta bank up some money
Oh, y'all hear that?
I escape.
Yeah. Well, instead of selling mostly out of my house, motherfucker.
I don't know, Drew. Goodbye, Drew. We're gonna say bye to Drew.
So yeah, instead of selling weed out of my house, I
you started a laundromat.
I set up events at venues around the square and sold out of those. Made those my fronts.
It's not bad.
Like the owners, like one of the owners was a customer. So
nice.
Like he was always down. And I had free use of the backyard on Bell. I can say this now because it's not in business anymore. It's shut down. But that little back green room.
Damn.
Yeah.
Whole fucking town has changed since I left.
Yeah. So backyard, yeah. And a couple other places.
Yeah, I think about going back sometimes, maybe even moving back to have sex with college girls. But it would just be like another country at this point.
I can't even drive through Denton without getting depressed.
Well, yeah, I mean
I just feel like I spent too much time there. Like I when I moved there, I didn't plan on spending as much time there as I did.
Right. Yeah, but then it's like a black hole. It
sucks
really
you
is.
in, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's not many places where you could live where your rent is going to be like $300 a month.
Right, it keeps you there. And
yeah,
it's got enough there to keep you there, but it's it just keeps you down, though.
So yeah, but I was, I got interrogated. They asked me to snitch, and I didn't have. Even if I wanted to, I probably wouldn't have enough information, or it just wouldn't work.
Randall Stevens. You could have done a pull to Randall Stevens.
Who's Randall Stevens?
Made up a fake name,
Oh.
Yeah, but they'd have to, I wouldn't be free and clear until they got someone else in custody.
Well, they'd go looking for Randall Stevens, then they'd be like, they would turn back to you and be like, oh, he's
fine. Oh, yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, I hope they don't notice. Just.
Oh, yeah, they
sneak out the back.
Your chair is just spinning around.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
they're
my God.
Asking me, they're asking me, oh, he's over there. And then just.
Yeah, I think that's essentially what you should have done. You should have been like, well, he's right behind you.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. So,
but yeah, I didn't snitch, so they're like, okay, so wait and go to jail. Saw the judge, set my bail, $2,000. Sold a bunch of my watches. I had a nice collection of watches.
What if this
sold
was
a
all
bunch
an
of my
act?
watches, and bailed myself out.
How do we know that you're not an informant?
Then I replenished my funds. I sponsored Thin Line for $2,000 before I went to jail. So I had to pull my sponsorship for Thin Line and get my $2,000 back, which was embarrassing. But I explained the situation. They're like, "Well, yeah, they understood."
Yeah.
So I got that $2,000 back. Got my watches out of the pawn, and
you got a roll.
They didn't. No, just the citizens, Movados. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't get everything. Like I had so much shit that I still had some G's of wax left that they just they didn't find. So I sold those, got an ounce of weed, sold all that, then slowly built it back up.
It's like a video game.
Yeah, I just slowly built it back up.
Level 1, dude.
Yeah, it's like that level in the game where all your equipment is gone, and you're
yeah.
and they're like, now you got to play the game without all your guns.
Right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I fucking hate that shit.
You're so cool.
So yeah, I built that back up, and remember that festival I put on, Deep Trouble?
Nope.
No.
Deep Trouble?
Yeah, Deep Trouble. It had a bunch of comedians, musicians. Had a bounce house. It had
so just like a regular Wednesday night in Denton.
Well, yeah, I just put on this. Yeah, it's called Deep Trouble.
You just got them all together. Yeah,
I think I vaguely remember that. Was I on this?
You might have been. Yeah,
I might have been
probably.
on one of these.
But yeah, it was me and Trouble from Gitmo. He was helping me out. Not that Gitmo.
I know. No, I know. I do. I'm like getting a wave.
I'm telling the chat. I'm
nostalgia.
telling the chat.
Yeah, this is like a wave of memories are coming back because I do remember these people.
So yeah, me and Trouble, we got together, and I was Deep Wax and he was Trouble from Gitmo, so we did Deep Trouble, and that pretty much helped replenish my empire, which helped me put on more shows, pay more entertainers,
business.
pay more entertainers, more musicians, and yeah, I was able to actually, work and sell weed while I was waiting for a court date for my weed charges.
Nice, dude. Dude, drugs are cool, man.
And this whole time, I was actually donating a lot of my money.
Think of how many people's lives would change though if drugs were legal. Like Mark would have been a scientist or some shit.
I mean, I was before I started selling, I was making wax for myself on my front porch.
It's my front porch doing dabs.
I do not recommend it. You'll end up blowing yourself up because you're essentially making a fucking pipe bomb.
I've made dabs before.
Oh, here we go. Another dab.
You like my torch?
That's a cool torch.
Yeah. It helps me heat up my nail and also helps me get money from the bank.
Nice. Sal, what are you looking at? Get off your phone. We're watching Mark do dabs.
He's texting the cops. He's like, "Hey, I got him."
Hey, if you see the police, warn a brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wear that shirt. You can get it at Trader's Village.
That's a good shirt.
It's my front porch doing dabs.
Where are these super chats? Oh. RKX nephew, Slither. Oh, these are song requests.
A little chink-eyed bong who could barely walk.
Boss Yao Ming. The mountain goat.
Well, are we doing songs? No.
We
listen.
we might. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do songs tonight, but I will remember these for the next one.
I only was able to do the hour.
Oh, are we done?
We did an hour.
God damn it, dude.
Oh shit.
I got to work at like 5 in the morning.
Well, I will say, Mark, that was like a cool story. How is
that
so
was awesome.
So you had to you had to run from the law to go to. I remember when you went to Arkansas.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
I had a big going away party and everything.
Yeah, and I remember I remember you getting there, and I was in either you sent me a message or I was in some group chat where you just were like, "Dude, there's fucking nothing to do here. There's nothing in Arkansas." So then, what took you to Sacramento?
Well, Jessie, she works for Apple.
No way.
She was doing work from home,
God
and
damn.
like she was like, eventually she was like, pretty much was told you can only get so far doing work from home. So she applied for jobs out here, and first she was in Cupertino over at the main campus.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing a career experience thing. She was there for 6 months.
You got a sugar mama.
They put her up in a corporate apartment, like a really nice luxury apartment.
And then hey, don't let your boyfriend smoke a bunch of weed here.
No, they wouldn't let any family live there.
Oh wow.
No family could live there. Only she could live there with a roommate who also worked for Apple.
So you just put your hair in a bun, and you're like, yeah, I do work for Apple.
So yeah, she went over there. I was in charge of selling the house, dealing with the movers, getting all that taken care of, and packing up the car, grabbing the cats and the kid, and
you guys
did a road trip. Yeah, she has 2 kids from previous marriage.
Bro, you're a stepdad?
Yeah.
You're the coolest.
No, he's the dad who stepped up.
You're a fucking more like step rad.
I mean, yeah, and
stepdad who stepped up.
The oldest
dad who stepped up.
The oldest just graduated. They know my past. They
more
smoke.
Like stepdad.
They smoked. I taught them how to roll.
Are you serious?
So, well, if they're going to be going to college,
how old are
I don't
these
want
boys?
them 17 and 15.
Can they kick your ass?
No.
Well, Sal, that's a very important bonding moment in any child's life.
Kicking your father's ass.
The youngest tried, but
yeah, it's just important that you were there for them to, at least try to teach them how to roll blunts.
No, just joints.
Oh, just joint. You didn't?
No, dude, they're white.
Yeah. Blunts are bad for you, man. Come on.
Okay, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Backwood looking ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
But well, see, when my kid, the oldest graduated, I don't want them going into the world a noob when it comes to fucking to smoking weed.
Yeah, you don't want anyone to think they're a nerd.
Coolest fucking stepdad ever.
They already smoked. I was like, I wanted to make sure that they don't have to rely on other people, so they don't get
roll their weed.
So they don't have okay, come over to my place. I have some weed. It's like, no, I got my own deuces.
Mm-hmm.
And I want them to be able to.
Giving them tools to walk through life.
They need to be able to handle
better not
shit.
catch y'all asses with one of them acrylic zigzag machines. You roll by hand.
Yeah. You giving them the tools to walk through life.
I gotta make sure that they can handle their shit, so they're not taken advantage of. And that
you teach them to pray. You teach them to roll weed.
Yeah. And to be a contributor. You don't want to be coming to the circle empty-handed.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love it.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, that's like that lesson, like knowing that right there puts them a step above the other students, the other freshmen at that college.
That's true.
That makes them the leader of whatever friend group that they become involved in.
Yep. And they start selling to the other students at a considerable markup.
My dad's
I'll be
way
so
higher
proud.
than your dad. Oh, dude.
No, my dad's damn. My dad's fat grams.
Mm-hmm.
But
Exactly.
no, I don't. That's not
Is he a
good.
gainer, Grandpa?
You don't need to
Yeah,
waste your shit.
you got him finessing the other freshmen, telling them go to the ATM and pull out $80 from your student loan because that's what a gram costs around these parts.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't even know they're getting suckered.
A gram? Well, yeah, if you want the good shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you want the good shit, that's how much you gotta pay. I mean, don't you want the good shit?
Yeah, if you want the good shit, I mean, I'll sell you the reg. I'll sell you the reg.
You go anywhere else, they'll charge you $100.
You ever ash your cigarettes in a baggie and go down to the junior high and sell it to them, tell them it's dark weed?
No,
man, what?
It's dark weed.
It's dark weed.
Yeah,
you don't do that.
You
get them some good shit, because if you give them some bunk weed, they're gonna be like, no, this is no good. Let's try some hard drugs now.
Go for it.
No, you give them the good shit.
And that's just being a dad, dude.
Bro, I got busted. Yeah. I got expelled.
I mean, when you become a dad, you just learn these things.
Bro, I got expelled.
I'm gonna give my kids the dankest weed so they don't start popping Xannies.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, in my senior year, I got busted with acid, and they brought me to the principal's office, and like my mom and dad were there, and like all my teachers, and the superintendent was like, now what if you drop some, let's say on the bus, and a child found it? And I just thought of that, and I busted out laughing.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop. I just imagined this like 5-year-old being like, holy fuck.
Yeah, you committed a felony, and
that's pretty fun.
You poisoned a child with powerful drugs.
The child, the 5-year-old kid walks up to his mom. All right, mom, I'm watching Barty. We need to talk.
I mean, that was not going to happen.
I figured some shit out.
All of it.
Backyard gang.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on the bus this morning, but I'm telling you, this Santa Claus shit sounds like some bullshit y'all been telling me. Something happened to me on the bus.
Something happened to me. I'm a changed man.
I'm seeing things from a whole new perspective.
Fuck yeah.
Damn. Dude, watching you do these dabs really has got me missing. I miss drugs now. I think it's time. I think it's time I start doing drugs again and go crazy.
Yeah, I might go out. Hey, Mark, can I have a free G?
Free G.
You're all the way over in Plano. So no.
Could you mail it to me?
No.
It's too risky, dude.
Man, I could have spent almost minimum 2 years in prison.
Yeah, this motherfucker just beat
a felony.
Me
mail you some shit?
What if there's a fucking team of detectives that's like, damn it, we lost him. We have no idea where he's at. We have no idea where he lives, and all of a sudden it's like, Chief, this just came in evidence. You got your fucking address on it.
What is Corn? Who's Dalton Pruitt? Who are they?
He led us right to him.
Yeah, and
come on, the chief. You know the chief of the police is one of your biggest fans.
Yeah, they called me and I say, I'll tell you where he is if you subscribe to the Patreon.
We got to get those Crowder boys down here to interrogate him.
Yeah,
boys, want anything? You want some McDonald's or something?
It's funny that it's crazy, like how I guess if you get successful enough, or nice, dude. Look at that.
It looks like you fucking blew your nose.
It is fun. I guess if you're like successful enough or beloved enough, you are just above the law, because like, when I was in Houston for Skankfest, it was just an open air market of every drug.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like no police. There's no policing that.
It's like Reggae Fest in Austin or San Francisco.
Yeah, like there's places you can go. There's like the shit that you got busted with there's other circumstances where that's just like, it's just the way it is. Where it's like, yeah, we just have a felonious amount of drugs and nobody can do anything about it because, it's I don't know. I guess it's just like there's especially like with entertainers, they are above the law. They get to smoke cigarettes inside.
Yeah.
If you pay like $300 to go see Dave Chappelle do stand up at a comedy club, he's just burning through cigarettes the entire time he's on stage. All 7 hours he's on stage.
You better not light one though.
Do what? Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, if you're in the audience, you can't light up. Only he's allowed to smoke cigarettes because he's
like people at hip hop shows lighting up joints and shit. But if anyone in the audience lights up a joint, nope.
Oh yeah. Well, that's one of the cool things about going to like a concert where it's like general admission only, where it's all standing room. Is like when it's like a crowd that densely packed, they really can't do anything about it. So you could just like do whatever drugs you want right there in the middle of the crowd. Smoke a cigarette, smoke a joint.
I love you.
Shoot up.
Roll a bowl of meth, whatever you want to do. You're done. You're going to bed. All right.
I gotta wake up early.
Folks, thanks for the super chats. I'll remember these song requests for the next time we do Cornfed Radio. Mad Dabber, Mark, thank you for hopping in. It's good to see you, man.
Hey, good to see you guys too.
Mark, thank you for
having
basically being my doctor for all those years.
Yeah.
Hey, you're welcome. Yeah, you know what? I did help a lot of people doing what I did.
Man. You helped me get really high.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I helped inspire you to write a few jokes because of what I was able to do, you know?
Absolutely, bro.
Like, yeah, a lot of like guys get stoned and oh, hey, that's funny. Let me write that down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm just glad to have helped you guys out.
What does that mean, Dalton without Sal?
I guess I could keep going without you, but no, I gotta wrap. We'll wrap this up because I gotta. Somebody
what
was
the
like,
"Fuck, Tiffany."
Somebody, I don't know if that's what she meant, but somebody on the Patreon was actually asked. I need to do this.
What, are you gonna have in sync without the cute?
They want me to update the audio feeds, and I do need to do that. So I do need to like convert all these files and get that fixed. So,
why.
Folks, thanks for tuning in. Go to the Patreon, patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton.
No, I'm offended.
No,
just so
Sal,
you know.
don't be offended.
No,
Sal,
no.
We get so few ladies that tune in. Don't be mean to her.
Well,
hey, you know what? She's right.
I'm sorry.
She's right. I could keep going.
It's okay.
Without you.
Honey, hey, listen, Tiff.
But no, it's okay though because it's fine. It's all right. You know why? You know why? Because target audience. That's what you want. Because women are the decision makers.
That's true. That is true.
She's gonna stay, so.
Well, I'm gonna end it anyway because I gotta convert all these files and fix the audio feed anyway.
Right.
And then speaking of, I got all this new podcast equipment. I'm just waiting on an XLR cable to get in the mail. So you're about to hear my voice as crisp as ever.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
When I get that equipment ready.
You want to send me like $50?
Let's go out on a dab.
We'll end on one last dab. This is the real last dab.
Hey, somebody send me $50, please.
Do not send Sal 50 bugs.
Can I have $50?
50 bugs in the mail, dude. You're gonna get a bunch of fucking spiders and.
If anybody wants to send me $5,000.
No, I mean I just need like $50.
Dude, I lost so much money on crypto today. I'm sweating.
I'll give you if it happens. I'll give you a cut.
All right, love you all. Bye.
All right, later, man.
Goodbye, Sal. One last dab. Here we go. I'll remember the songs. Let's see. RKX Nephew, Yao Ming, the Mountain Goats. I'll remember them for the next stream. What flavor was that, Mark?
That was Cakes on Cakes.
Cakes on Cakes.
Cakes on Cakes.
I gotta avoid that, dude. My A1Cs, my insulin is all out of whack, dude.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hopping on. You can come back.
This is sugar free. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I got other stories.
Yeah, man. No, this was cool. And thanks for hopping on. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
See you later, everyone.
Yep. So, say good night to Mark, everybody. Good night, Mark. Good night, chat. And come back. I'll be back here this Saturday. Good night.